Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you all are having a great day. I'm going to quote an Eagle fan, Leo Bridgewater. Leo had said about his team that he likes the activity that his team does, that they're not sitting around pat and saying, we believe in our own guys. Now, I honestly can't say that Mingo, that I know a lot about him. You know, I am not the college prospect guy. We know that, okay? And I'm not going to pretend that I am. You know, that's the Bosch Lombardis and the Bosch Lombardis and the J Tucks of the world and Skywalker Steels. Okay, I'm going to leave that to those who know it. He was a second round drafted wide receiver with the Carolina Panthers. So he was thought to be, of course, pretty good. Now, I don't know that you can really judge how good a receiver he is being on a bad team. So what I'm hearing, of course, is there's a lot of upside with him. I'm going to go back to the man cave and try and figure out what's what, who's who on that and see what we see. Like I said, I don't know. The trade itself, the Cowboys sent a fourth-round pick. Somehow the Cowboys, they don't like fourth-round picks, apparently, that they keep trading them. We traded for Trey Lance with a fourth-round pick, and they traded a fourth-round pick to Carolina for Mingo, which might actually, if the Cowboys don't turn around, that fourth round is going to be close to being a third-round pick. So that's a lot of compensation. They're getting back Carolina's seventh-round pick, and you know Carolina's bad, so Carolina's pick is really more like almost going to be like a sixth-round pick. The Cowboys have a multitude of extra late-round picks because of all of the free agents that they lost. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking about Amari Cooper going for a third. I'm thinking about Devontae Adams going for a third. I'm thinking about a Hopkins going for a fourth. And in my mind, I think about those guys being established as really good wide receivers. If you watch Hopkins last night for Kansas City, he looks like he can still play, and he's become a favorite target of Pat Mahomes. He had a lot of big receptions this week. I understand what the Cowboys, why they made this move as opposed to one of those, because the difference between the third and the fourth, we're not talking about that much more, but you're talking about a guy that you're sure can play, but they're going to get paid. They're making a lot more money than the second round pick. And you have him for 2 more years dirt cheap. So this is truly a Dallas Cowboy move. I think that maybe they ended up paying too much, and this is my thought with the Cowboys of how much compensation they end up giving away. They don't make necessarily, when they've traded, they usually pay too much and get too little in return. That's just my thought. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the way I look at it. I'd like to get your thoughts. Leave it in the comments here, on here. At least you can say you got a player who has some experience. He's got 12 receptions for 121 yards on a bad team with the quarterback carousel. Yeah. And I guess I can say, like Leo would say, I like to see activity. Now, the bigger question is, did they just pull the trigger on this because they've gotten so much flack and that they're trying to, get that pound of flesh out to the fans? Maybe. Maybe this is just a move to say, see, we're all in. It'll be interesting to see if they do any other moves. So I don't know. As I'm looking through with Bleacher Report and things like that, everybody is talking about the upside. And here's the problem that we have. Have you ever seen Eddie Murphy when he does a stand-up and he's talking about a starving guy? You give a cracker to a guy who's starving. Oh my God. Man, that's a good cracker. Oh my God. That ain't no regular. That must have been a Ritz. Was that a Ritz cracker? Man, that's a good cracker. Oh my God. And when you think about us as Cowboy fans, how we get that cracker because we never do anything. We are so starved for activity and so excited, we oversell it. Our exuberance of, oh my God, we made a trade. We go through, and then all of a sudden, and just like we have with every time, with Jordan Phillips, when we traded for Jordan Phillips, oh my God, Jordan Phillips, he's done this, that, he's had all these tackles here, and here's why he fits in. We sell these things, we oversell it, and then we get disappointed when it ends up being not what we thought. I think about the excitement of the Cowboys re-signing Zeke. We weren't looking at Zeke from where he is now, understanding that he is not going to be a 4-yard-a-carry guy ever again in his career. In our mind, we were thinking that this was Zeke who used to eat on a regular. And that's where those expectations end up being disappointment, that Zeke Elliott just was not the guy that we think that he was going to be. And I could say we've had that same thing when we signed Brandon Carr. Brandon Carr, people thought we were getting primetime. Brandon Carr was not a bad cornerback, but the expectations led you to believe that he was a failure. So what I'm going to say on this move, 4th round draft pick, he's young. He at least has, a team that at least thought he was worth the 2nd round pick. And it being the Carolina Panthers that have been bad, it would have been a high 2nd round pick. But I say, tamp the expectations down. I'm already looking and seeing on Bleacher Report where they're literally saying, huge upside. But I'm thinking in my mind, yeah, well, I heard him say huge upside too for Trey Lance, and we gave up a 4th round pick. And I'm sitting here thinking that we gave up a 4th round pick for this guy, and we traded Amari Cooper for a 5th. So are you telling me that this guy is more valuable than what we thought Amari Cooper was? Think about that, friends. Think about that. Alrighty, I've got work I was supposed to do today, but I'm going to put it off till tomorrow. And I'm going to put it off till tomorrow so we can go back and find out about this trade. We got 4 hours left to rock this funk, separate the good stuff from the junk, to get in the move and feel around, because I can't remember the rest right now. So we got 4 hours left until the trade deadline, and we'll see if the Cowboys do anything else. Peace out.